CoG, fellow colleague governors, cabinet secretaries present, principal secretaries, heads of constitutional commissions and independent offices, CEOs present, CECs for finance, distinguished guests, participants, ladies, gentlemen. Good morning. Your Excellency, I'm honored to once again join you and my colleagues for this 28th ordinary session of IBEC, where we convene to deliberate on critical issues affecting the two levels of government in resource allocation, budgeting, performance of the economy, financial management, disbursements of funds, review of proposed legislation and policies, among other mandates of IBEC. The Council of Governors is appreciative of this critical intergovernmental relations organ and always welcomes its deliberations. Today's session is important and timely as it comes at the end of the first quarter of the financial year. This therefore gives us an opportunity to take stock of our fiscal performance in Q1 at both levels and, if necessary, take corrective actions to ensure that we're on track in implementing our budgets and offering services as expected by Mwananchi. Your Excellency, to begin with, in this financial year, there's been introduction of numerous new systems at the national level that affect budget implementation, especially for counties. While these systems are meant to be facilitative and improve on the existing practices or processes, we note that, on the contrary, most have also increased administrative bottlenecks. Some of the operations through these systems are not supported by law or cognizant that the governments at either levels or do not recognize that the governments at either levels are distinct and interdependent. We observe that these challenges are due to inadequate preparation, limited sensitization, and delayed integration with existing systems. As a result, countries have faced a difficulty absorbing funds, especially on development, which affects the economy's performance as a whole. There is therefore an urgent need to relook into these systems and how they've been rolled out, and ensure that we're in strict compliance with the Constitution and our laws. Your Excellency, we need to delve into the agenda before us. The Council of Governors is keen on the following. One, to receive progress reports on the identification of attendant resources for transfer to county governments from the delineated functions, which will also form resource allocation for the next financial year. The status on disbursements of funds to counties for equitable share. Counties are owed 36.619 billion, being 36.275 billion for September 2025 allocation and 2.344 billion, a balance from July's disbursement that was based on last year's fiscal year CARA. On additional allocations, we note that there's still a balance of 27.84 billion from the last financial year's County Government Additional Allocation Act. County governments are also yet to receive 6.839 billion from the Kenya Roads Board, RMLF, relating to the financial year 2025 allocation. In this regard, we expect the CS National Treasury to pronounce himself on plans to disburse these funds to counties. On matters health, functional and well-financed public health facilities are essential in the country's journey towards universal health care and in achieving strategic goals. Besides service provision, county governments have played a vital role in awareness creation, registration of individuals, and even payment of premiums for indigents and capacity building for healthcare providers. We therefore, we appreciate that a lot has been achieved, but we still face some teething problems here and there. We therefore look forward to deliberation on how to improve the SHA reimbursement rate, consistent remittances to SHIV, issuance of tablets to primary healthcare facilities, to facilitate claims, internet connectivity in hospitals, and the distribution of equipment, progression and expediting of the distribution of equipment under the National Equipment Service Program, NESP. Your Excellency, and as Q1 ends, and this will be, I'm sure, reflected by the report of the Controller of Budget at the end of this quarter, counties have not been able to absorb money. Q1 generally is difficult because of the rollover from one fiscal to the next, even without the challenges of e-procurement and the new guidelines suggested by the controller. Generally, Q1 is slow, but this Q1 is disastrous. It's disastrous because we've not been able to spend money at all on account of the challenges that we've had. And Your Excellency, and sometimes we feel that the policymakers think only for, Nairobi and its environs. They don't appreciate the challenges that we have. They don't take into account the diversity of counties. On this e-procurement thing, in the last discussion or meeting that I had at Council, Your Excellency, as an Executive Council, we're in real problems. And we've been accused of all manner of things, been in bed with the national government. I don't want to say oppressors. The kind of things we go through as an executive at council, Your Excellency, you can't imagine. Because a governor is called by his health minister and is told, we have run out of this drug, or we have run out of this particular non-farm that we need to use to intervene in an emergency, and we can't buy. A lot of governors have been frozen here by their fuel vendors. Our municipalities, if they don't get fuel for 2 days, all the garbage is placed on the roads, and it becomes impossible to even visit our towns. As a council, we have no problem with automation. I want to put that on record. We have no problem whatsoever with automation. But Your Excellency, we feel that this EGP thing, along the road, you people will either realize that you are not given the full picture and would ask to reverse it, or it will be implemented with pain that was not necessary. We'll be asking ourselves, was it worth doing it in that manner? Probably at the end of Q2 or at the end of the fiscal year. So, Your Excellency, the things I say here, I am saying on behalf of the 47 governors. We feel that as governors and counties, we have really been pushed to the wall. So much so that we are unable to operate. There was already all the debate about functional integrity. There was already the debate about the dual standards in how we are handled in release of money. We have to carry bundles of vouchers to the controller's office, and we'll keep repeating this until it stops. If IFMIS itself has issues, I know governors here who are unable to pay salaries because the mapping of their budget in IFMIS was done wrongly and they were frozen. There are governors who up to today have not been able to pay salaries. So, Your Excellency, these issues are best resolved at IBEC. In fact, it gets to a point where when I call governors for some of these meetings, they refuse to come. So, Your Excellency, I do hope that today's IBEC will in a very honest manner discuss these things and find solutions. I thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Chairperson of